Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest live watch along. Carabao Cup is upon us. Cardiff versus Chelsea away to Cardiff. It's going to be an interesting game. I fully expect us to win, though. But I think there's going to be quite a lot of rotation. I think there's going to be quite a lot of excitement. I believe there's going to be quite a lot of anyone. For anyone that keeps thinking I'm protecting this, I'm not protecting anyone. I think where you guys are missing the point is you're not being balanced. You just want to go after one particular area and that's it. You want SDs out. Then what? Who do you think our owners look? I think first and foremost, you guys need to understand the owners. It all starts from the owners. Don't worry about the SDs. SDs are only doing what the owners are saying. So if you really want to go to the root cause, if you want to go to the root cause, this is where I get so frustrated with fans. You don't seem to understand what is the root cause. The root cause, if you really want to go there, is the owners. They're the owners. The root cause are the owners. Now, you're not going to be able to get rid of the owners, are you? Are you going to go to the protest? Because the owners, they're here, right? And if you don't like the way they're doing their things, you need to protest. That's what you need to do. You need to protest. I've been talking about the owners for the longest of period. For the people that have been following me, I've been banging on about the owners from the get-go. This season, however, this season, I felt that, do you know what? We've got something. There's something there. Now, you may not believe that. You may not believe that. But I felt, you know what? There's something there. I don't want to completely go out there and keep bashing the owners and the sporting directors all the time because I feel like we can do something. And that's why I was a little bit more focused on Enzo Maresca. If you're sitting there and you're thinking Enzo Maresca is blameless, I'm sorry, you're not being balanced. There's a lot of games this season where Maresca has been culpable. Why is it so difficult for you to say, for you to accept that? Why? Riaz is saying you've seen Maresca beat big teams, but how much can a manager do with the squad and squad? See, this in itself makes me think I have seen you compete against the biggest of the big teams in the world. So why do you then, when we come up against lesser teams, you tend to struggle? Why are you dropping points against Brentford? Why are you dropping points against Sunderland? Why are you dropping points against Brighton? Why are you dropping points against Carabao? Why are you dropping points against Leeds? Why are you dropping points against Bournemouth? If you look at all of these games, you'll see that there's been instances where Maresca could have done more. So people need to be balanced. Did the owners and the sporting directors help as much as they could have in the summer window? No, they didn't. They didn't. We probably should have got an elite level defender. But then again, the issue is they don't do elite. Chelsea Football Club don't do elite. So if you have a problem with that, you need to protest. You need to protest. I can't really do anything about this. You need to protest. And the problem is you're not game enough to protest. You're not. You're just there typing away. You're not game enough to protest. So if you're not game enough to protest, then you need to keep quiet. You need to keep quiet. Game management, Maresca has been doing mistakes a lot this season, and that cost us at least 6 points easy. Why is this so difficult for some people to accept? Why? This shouldn't be that difficult. Rafa, we should have won versus Leeds regardless of squad. They ain't better than us. Exactly. Losing the way we lost against Leeds, drawing against Bournemouth goalless, You're telling me that's on SDs, that's on the owners. And to all the people that consistently keep want to talk about SDs, 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 I'm telling you, get rid of these sporting directors. You think they're going to get some, you know, elite level sporting directors? Our owners don't do elite, as I said. They're going to get the next up and coming youth sporting directors. And these sporting directors are only doing what the owners are asking. That's what I'm saying. The buck stops with the owners. Stop protecting the sporting directors. Well, I'm not protecting no one. I'm not protecting anyone. All I'm saying is, I wish I saw a little bit more for Enzo Maresca. That's all I'm saying. I didn't tell Enzo Maresca to go out there and publicly state what he stated a few days ago. I didn't ask him to do that. For me, it seems like he's manufacturing his own exit. Enzo Maresca, for me, feels like he's manufacturing his own exit. Who told him to go out there publicly and state what he stated? He could have done all of that in the back end. He didn't need to show all of that in front of all the fans. The Super Monty, of course, we talk about as these. The summer was poor. Well, brother, why are the owners keeping him then? The summer was poor. I was quite happy the fact that we got Ja Pedro. I was quite happy that players like Santos and Estevao were returning. Well, not returning, they're coming to Chelsea. Well, Santos returning, Estevao starting for Chelsea. I was quite happy with that. On top of what we built from last season, I was quite happy with that. Yes, I was disappointed with Gittins and Garnacho, but you, my man, you were happy with Gittins. You were happy with Gittins. I was quite content with Liam Delap as well because I still believe Liam Delap can be a very, very good footballer, can be a very good striker. Problem with you, the Super Monty, is you don't stick to your words. You can't seem to accept. You can't seem to own up to what you said. You liked Gittins. You liked a lot of the stuff we've done. All of a sudden now, the summer was poor. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't as good as Liverpool's. But look at what Liverpool had a glamorous summer. Look at what's going on with Liverpool. It's not just about bringing in players. It's about how you utilize them as well. It's not just because you're going to bring in superstars, that doesn't mean that it's going to work out. Whenever Whenever you say, "Can you read my comment, please?" I swear to you, I will not read it. I'll tell you right now. When you put down in the comment section, "Can you read my comments?" I'm not going to read it. Let your comments be there. If it's interesting, if it catches my eye, I'll capture it. I'll capture it. Dillard, Garnacho, Gittins, Estevao, Hato, Gia Pedro. Only 3 of these players are decent. Rest are not good. Well, where were you? Where were you, Riaz? Where were you making all of these opinions back then? Because I don't remember it. I remember myself getting absolutely slaughtered when I said Gittins is not a good player. No, I didn't say he's not a good player. He's not the player that we need. I said he's a decent player. My comment section smashed me. JP is mediocre outside of Club World Cup. Once again, this brother said none of this when we got João Pedro. Now all of a sudden, he's coming up with all of these big statements. I like João Pedro. I'm sorry. I like him. I've liked him at Watford. I've liked him at Brighton. And I like him at Chelsea. I think his skill set, there's a serious level player there. Can we get that player to come out and play good on a consistent basis? Well, that's the challenge. You were cheering up and down when he did well at Club World Cup, and all of a sudden now he's mediocre. This is what I mean. Like I seriously, I hate your takes, bro. I really do, because they don't see it's all based on recency bias. Gittins, Garnacho, and Dilap have been trash. Opinions change. They haven't been good enough. Yeah, once these guys start being a little bit good, watch your opinions change again. That's not how you do things. That's not how you do things. You either rate them or you don't. But if you see prolonged period where they're declining, then fair enough. The thing that you can say about Gittins is young. He could turn out to be a very good player down the track. See, I don't sway with my takes. I didn't want Gittins because I felt like we've got too many of that Gittins type of development players at Chelsea. But Gittins could still come good, you know. He can. Gittins is a youngster. Garnacho, look, I definitely categorically didn't want Garnacho. Garnacho, I don't know whether he can actually be a very good player down the track. I'm not really sure. Dilap, definitely, I believe in him. I believe that he can be a top striker. And you've made an overarching comment saying, "Oh, they're trash. He's trash. They haven't been good enough." Who would you've gotten, big man? You tell me. Who would you've got? Who would you've got from the market? Liverpool are struggling with Florian Wirtz. They're struggling with Isak. Frimpong is barely fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so why don't you have the same take for Garnacho when he's still young? Yeah, look, he may, but I just don't feel like. Just my opinion. I feel like Gittins, maybe there's a little bit more. I feel like Garnacho, I've seen him enough in the Premier League. Maybe that's why. Gittins, I've not seen him enough yet. I've seen him in Bundesliga a little bit, and I feel like maybe, just maybe, he might come okay. He may not. He may not. But with Garnacho, I feel like I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of Garnacho. And I don't think these guys all of a sudden going to become a superstar. May, I don't know. You see what I'm trying to say here? I called it months ago that I bet Maresca ain't happy with the owners and the SC. It will show in time. And look what's happened recently. I was bang on. And how could you be happy working under these clowns? Well, this is the thing. If you're not happy with the owners and the sporting directors, you need to start protesting. You do. You need to start protesting. Miz, many things are true at once. Yeah, I agree with that. Maresca maybe isn't good enough and screws up rotation. The owners didn't sign enough quality for squad depth, and the owners won't change the model. Yes, I agree with this. I agree. But there's a lot of people that are not willing to talk about Maresca's flaws. You're just willing to talk about owners and the sporting directors. We all know they're flawed. This is not news to me. This is not news. Liverpool bought too many players at once. When they click, I will see how all of those fans going to talk. Yeah, but it's also uncharacteristic of Liverpool to buy all of these players at once. It's not the way how they operate generally, do they? And who is to say that all of them will click? Who is to say that? What guarantee can you give? Yeah, all of them will click. Every single one of them. So here we go. Now you've come to senses. It's both I agree. Maresca has definitely done nonsense. So why is it so difficult for you to say that? Why? I constantly say owners and the sporting directors, they're inadequate. I've consistently said that. Why is it so difficult for you to say that? Finally, you've said, oh, Maresca's definitely done some nonsense. You know why you said that? Because you got pressed. You got pressed by me. You got pressed by the live chat. You're weak, bro. You're weak. Because I'm sorry, but this is year 4 under this ownership, and you just said hopefully someone like Gittins can come good down the track of 50 million signing. The directors gave Maresca too many mid players. I don't know about directors gave. I'm not going to deny the fact that there isn't mid players. There is. But I also want to focus on the fact that Kukurea has developed into a monster. There we go. Wilson apparently starts. Hold on, let me get back to that. Let's have a look at the lineup. Tossen's apparently starting. I'm already upset. I'm already upset. Now watch, people are going to defend Tossen. I'm already upset. Why does Tossen have to start? This stupid notion of, oh, we need height. Sure, we're going to get height with Tossen, but you're also going to get lack of pay, lack of. I hate when this effing X does this, man. So annoying. Let's have a look at the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Jurgensen, Achapong, Tossen, Buddy Shil, Hatto, Caicedo, Andre Santos, George Bonanote, Gittins, and Gu. Is Estevar injured or something? Estevar must be injured. Estevar must be injured, right? Where's Estevar? He must be injured. Has to be injured. Estevar Williams. Estevar William must be injured. Shervin, big up my man, big up Miz. At least, hopefully, this means that Tossen won't be starting against Newcastle. Bro, this is not good, Shervin. Tossen starting against Cardiff away from home, I don't think is a good thing. I understand that we need to get some rotation. I fully get it. But yeah, I think there's a bit too much rotation here, man. I think there's a bit too much here. Bit too much. Where's Estevar Willian as well? Um, I can understand Hato. I can understand Achapong, Wadishil as well. Why Tossen? Why not just continue with Chalaba, man? I mean, we should have continued with Chalaba. Caicedo and Andre Santos, I'm okay with. Tariq George, fair enough. I think João Pedro could have started instead. Gu off the bench. I feel like we've done too much here. But anyway, hopefully we get the business done. We've got Sanchez, Chalaba, Fofana, Gusto, James, Enzo, Garnacho, Neto, João Pedro from the bench. So if we need something, then fair enough. Then fair enough. But I think utilizing Tosin is just unnecessary, man. Absolutely unnecessary. Sure, he gives you height, but he gives you a lack of a lot of things. So yeah. What's Cardiff's lineup? All I'm gonna say is that just get the job done, man. Just get the job done. Um, all these fringe players, they deserve to get an opportunity, sure, but don't throw the match. I want you all to do well and get this victory. Trot, NG, Lawler, Chambers, Dagan, Wintle, Turnbull, Colwell. Is that Levi Colwell's brother or something? Ashford, Davis, Robinson. Man, this Robinson, I remember West Bromwich days. Is that the same Robinson? This guy used to be a bit of a problem for us. Where's Kellyman for them? Omari Kellyman, is he not there? Yeah, man, that Robinson guy, that guy's a problem. Robinson guy's a bit of a problem. Cardiff in crazy form, to be fair to them, they will be up for it. Are they in crazy form? Yeah? Cardiff in crazy form. Let's have a look. Estevan Willian must be injured, man. He must be injured. Estevan must be injured. Kellyman can't play. We didn't give Cardiff. I don't think that rule applies anymore, man. I think they can play against us. Don't think that rule applies. Bro, this is annoying, man. Just gonna check from here. Actually, got Cardiff's form. All right, let's have a look. They had a 4-3 win against Doncaster. They had a 1-0 win against Stevenage. Had a 3-2 victory against Huddersfield. They got whooped by Wimbledon. 3-0 versus Mansfield. 3-1. Yeah, they've been okay, actually. They've actually been all right. Cardiff's actually been all right. Look, I still expect us to do well. And get the job done. You got a lot of Aussie internet, man. I hate it sometimes, man. I need to, yeah, sort something out soon. Anyway, um, this B team can't beat Cardiff, then squad is not good enough. Why are we scared? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I think we've still got to beat them. I just want to know what happened to Estevao. We need to know what happened to Estevao. There's no news. There's no news as yet. Bonanote ain't doing anything for us, and we'll only get bodied off the ball easily and lose possession. All joke he's even at our club. Yeah, look, that was an unnecessary move. I rather we would have look. Xavi Simons was in our radar, and looks like maybe that's a good move that never happened. But then again, I don't know if Thomas Frank is actually getting the best out of Xavi Simons. Look, I don't really watch. I didn't really watch Xavi Simons that closely anyway. The other one was Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez, yeah, that's a very good player. Fermin Lopez is a very good player, and but yeah, how much of that's really going to happen or not, I'm not really sure. I don't think Barcelona will let go of Fermin Lopez. Because other than the height which Tosin supposedly provides, I don't believe in his defensive capabilities. One on one, the guy is cooked. Yeah, man, I've said it. You can get the height from Tosin, but there's there's no awareness, there's no pace, there's no leadership. He's rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish. Someone saying the audio is breaking up. Can someone confirm? Is that all right? I've literally got YouTube open. It seems to be quite fine from my end. Every time Bonner played, I've been impressed by him. To be fair, to be honest, he deserved more minutes. I think Marvo, yeah, you do too much. You're another one that just you can't seem to be objective enough. Bonanote is not done decent. Like, he's shown bits and pieces here and there, but he's not set it. He's not set up the world alight. Like, you know what I mean? He's not really grabbed the match by the scruff of its neck and you know taken it away. He doesn't deserve to get. I'm sorry, yeah, he doesn't really deserve to get any minutes. Nicole saying yes, audio breaking. Is the audio still breaking? Is the audio still breaking? Yeah, Mononote has been rubbish, man. Fix the audio a bit. Audio is shit, bruv. Hold on, hold on. Is it better now? Some people are saying it's good. Yeah, okay. Mr. Rubin, we have a third choice Sunderland striker up front who we recalled a bum from Brighton in Calm, Gittins who was average in Germany, Tossen, and Batty who are crap. What do you expect from Maresca? Wow. Wow. All of a sudden, everyone's rubbish. Everyone is bad. Yeah. Bonanote is the best third choice 10 you're gonna get. I don't get what people expect. Well, I expect Esteval William. That's what I expect. I want to know what's happened to him. I don't want to see Bonanote. Once again, I don't think Bonanote is a completely a bad player, but um, we didn't need him. We didn't need him. Those minutes should be going somewhere else. But we need to know where Esteval William is. We need to know. Uh, Kodzov Kodzovi Mali, thank you so much for the super chat. I like listening to you, but I don't think you fully get Maresca complaint. He's not perfect, not manager is. But if owners are asking him to rotate, then we need better depth. Outside of 11, it's average. I don't think the problem is rotation. The problem is who he's rotating for. He's consistently playing Tosin. There's no need to play Tosin. Okay, there's no need to play Tosin. He should have utilized Achapong a little bit more. He should have utilized Hato a little bit more. All of a sudden, I know Hato hasn't impressed. I know Hato has screwed up against Carabao. But are we going to sit here and all of a sudden just say, oh, Hato's not a good player? A lot of you guys wanted Hato. A lot of you guys were excited about Hato. Esteval Willian. He should be utilizing Esteval Willian a lot more. Andre Santos. There's things Enzo Maresca could have done better with the rotation. And he's opted not to. There's things that Enzo Maresca could have done better in terms of in-game management when we've played certain teams. You can't sit there, and I'm not putting all the blame on Enzo, but what I'm trying to say is that he needs to take blame as well. Players have let him down, of course. Certain players have let him down. Yes, owners and sporting directors have let him down. But Enzo Maresca himself, you've caused a lot of problems on your own too. Roger Park, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Hato gets benched for one bad game. Tosin costs us goals and points. Slower than my grandma, but Maresca keeps playing him. We can't blame this on... This is it. This is it. Why is it so difficult for people to understand this? Why? Esteval is probably struggling with cold. That's why he never plays. I don't know. Not really sure. Still no news on Esteval. Does anyone know what's happened to him? Still no news. No news on Esteval Willian. Yeah, Miz, you're lagging. Yeah, there's a little bit of internet issues, man. I can't do anything about it. So you legitimately think there's no way the hierarchy doesn't say what to do on the pitch? That's wild. No, I didn't say that. I'm certain they do say what's going on. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether they go out there and say, why isn't this player playing? Why isn't it? But I do think that they go out there and ask, what's going on? Can you explain what you did? I do think that's what they're doing. But if you think that our club's the only club that has internal politics, then I'm sorry, you're wrong. There's many clubs out there that force owners, directors, force players on the manager for them to utilize them. If you think, oh, Chelsea Football Club's unique to this, then you're having a laugh. Many clubs out there that have owners and directors, they want to push. They want to push for, certain players to be played and certain players to be not to be played. For instance, in Liverpool's case, it's a decision from the hierarchy that don't play Mohamed Salah anymore. Don't play him. Utilize the new signings. Please just look at the mess the directors signed last summer, and they did a lot of mess this summer as well. Sure, we have maybe 6 to 7 top players, but we need at least 10 to 15 to seriously compete. Fair enough. I mean, if that's what you think, I personally think the league isn't that great across the field for you to need 10 to 15. Like, firstly, I do think there's quite a lot of good players. I think there's probably more than 6 to 7 good players. There's more. Maybe there's at least good 11 players. And then the others, yeah, they're not the greatest, but you don't need to chop and change so much where you expose them. You try and you rotate, but you don't do too much every game. You rotate sensibly. No one's asked for you to rotate 6, 7 players per game. No, rotate two players. 2, maximum 3 players. No problems. Have them with the core group. Maresca makes some weird decisions. Why is he starting Tosin and not using Santos and Estevao? Did the owners tell him not to use them? Yeah. Leicester didn't need 10 to 15 amazing players when they won the league. It's about having a good base and getting the best out of them. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. I'll give you a perfect example. Aston Villa this season started off with the first 5-6 games where they weren't doing good. And almost everyone didn't rate Aston Villa. And look at them now. It's trying to get the best out of what you've got. It's trying to get the best out of what you got. Because there is a reason why Chelsea are not seen as real contenders. If we bought Rodrigo, Osimhen, Mark Guéhi, and Big Mike over the summer, the narrative would be different. But Gino, these owners, so you have a problem with the ownership. So are you going to protest, Gino? When's the protest? These owners will not get you Rodrigo because he's on excessive wages. Then they tried to get Osimhen, but within the wage structure. Mark Guéhi, you may rate him. I don't really rate him. I rather actually go for LaCroix from Crystal Palace. I don't necessarily like Mark Guéhi. I think he is a bit overrated. He's a good defender, but I feel like he's overrated. And Big Mike over you mean Mike Mignon? Yeah, look, we also went for my Mignon, but we didn't want to pay over the top. We didn't want to pay over the top. If anything, to be honest, Sanchez has actually done all right, Sanchez has actually done all right. Miss Aston Villa are teaching us something. Consistency, focus, and right mentality will elevate the... This is the thing. This is the thing. Our team has shown that we can compete against the best. Our team has shown that. Our team has shown that some of these players can actually lift. Problem is, they can't seem to lift against the lesser teams. It's a huge problem. But for me, that's more of a mentality problem than actually quality problem. Aston Villa squad was built for their manager and in his image. You have to build a squad for the manager. The pressure should be on the owners and SDs and not the manager. I would have loved to have asked you how you felt when they were on the losing streak in the early parts of this season. And I want to see if Aston Villa actually can carry on like this. I want to see where Aston Villa ends up finishing. By the way, this is the same Aston Villa that finished behind us last season. They lost a few players during the summer window. Just to let you know, like, we finished ahead of Aston Villa last season. I won't be surprised if we end up finishing in front of them again this season. Is how do you solve that mentality? By buying experienced players to help the young ones? Look, I think mentality, this is why I'm critical on Maresca. Mentality comes from your environment. For instance, I can only think about my life experience. Where does my mentality come from? Strong mentality, never give up type of mentality, always stand up for yourself mentality. Where does that come from? A lot of it comes from my mum and dad, how they brought me up. A lot of it comes from my extended family, my uncle, aunties. A lot of it comes from my, close peers. It's got to be influenced from someone. It needs to be influenced from someone. This is why I feel like Enzo Maresca, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mentality comes from the environment that you create. Yeah, you can buy players, elite level players that'll bring the mentality, but they might take time to adjust, adapt. Himanshu, Miz, why did you stop doing wrestling content? Bro, it was too much. It's too much. I work full time. The timing was mad. I thought I was able to, I was going to be able to do it, but it was too much. It was too much. Like if I just did YouTube full time and I didn't work, it's a different case. But it was just too much. My body was just collapsing, man. I barely got any sleep. Miss Spalletti contract at Juventus ends June 2026. Yeah, look, who knows? Who knows if Enzo Maresca, if he wants to leave Chelsea, who knows? I have to say, I did find his public outburst a little bit left field. I did find it a little bit strange. Off the back of a win. Why are you publicly coming out and saying what you said? Why'd you do that? Was there a need for it? I don't think there was any need for Enzo Maresca to say what he said post-Everton game. He could have taken care of all of those things behind the scenes. Side note, would you do YouTube full-time? Yeah, I would. I would do that. But yeah, like I would have to give up a lot though. That's the thing. Like, alhamdulillah, like I do well. My job, like I get paid well. For me to leave all of that, it is a lot of sacrifice. But at the same time, I love doing YouTube. So I was thinking, look, maybe down the track one day, it might be a possibility. It might be a possibility. That lineup with 11 changes, players basically total strangers, never play with each other. It's a recipe for disaster. This is what worries me. This is what worries me. Did we do too many changes? Don't mind rotation. Carabao Cup, Cardiff, I don't mind rotation. But have we done too much here? Have we just done a bit too much? Should we have not played with a couple of more regular starters and then, change it up a little bit later on in the game when the game's in the bag for us? People keep talking about experience. How does someone gain experience? How does it take to gain enough experience? Who are the experienced players in the team? This whole experience thing, it's a little bit, it gets pushed around too much. If you look at our squad, would you not say Cucurella is experienced? Yeah, he's European champion, right? He's won the Euros with Spain. He's played quite a lot of games in the Premier League. So Cucurella is experienced. Would you not say Reece James is experienced? Would you not say Caicedo is experienced? Would you not say Enzo Fernandez is experienced? João Pedro has played quite a lot of seasons in the Premier League. Pedro Neto is experienced. Cole Palmer is experienced. Yeah, there are players that are not experienced, but I think this whole experience thing is a little bit misguided. It's a little bit misguided. Clicks, big up, my man. I'm now worried. I'm hoping we score early because it's going to be loud in Cardiff. It's pretty much Wales versus England. That's true. That's true. Maresca and Cardiff manager work together at Manchester City. Well, experience isn't necessarily about age, but games played. Exactly right. And even people like Hato have over 150 men's games under his belt already. There you go. There you go. I have to say, Enzo Maresca probably hasn't dealt with the Hato situation well enough. Hato had one bad game against Carabao, and it was a stinker. And we never, ever saw Hato after that. So many people in the fan base wanted Hato. So many. All of a sudden, Hato is poor. All of a sudden, he's not a good player. Gino, because I wouldn't be surprised if Maresca is forced to rotate to keep the value of players stable or growing. Look, he may be forced. I don't know. He may be. This notion could be true. But at the same time, we've had to rotate anyway. Players like Fofana are incapable of playing more than one game a week. Players like Romeo Lavia have been injured forever. Liam Delap, we've had to rotate because we don't, our striker's injured on a regular. Cole Palmer has been injured for a little while. So there's been instances where he's had to rotate. He had to. But my problem's not about rotation. My problem's about you. When you rotate, are you using the right profile? I've got no issues with you rotating, but use the right profile when you rotate. When you take out Wesley Fofana, don't put in Tosin. Put in Achapong. When you want to rotate in midfield, don't just leave Andre Santos on the bench. You can utilize him. When you've got Esteva on the bench, you need to utilize him. That's all I'm saying. By the way, is there no news on Esteva still? Everyone asking where Esteva is. No one knows. No one knows where Esteva is. Experience is excuse. You're good regardless. Experience only comes at a later part of competitions. Maresca's dead man walking. Once you speak against this ownership, you're done. I mean, it wasn't necessary for him to do that. You wanna say something, say it behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? Like, sort it out behind closed doors. No need to, air out your dirty laundry, right? But surely you don't expect next year to compete when we have group of kids coming. Interrupts development. This model won't work, and managers do have ambitions as well as us fans. Yeah, look, continuously getting kids is obviously not good, but at the same time, you have to realize players that we have are also becoming more developed. Players like, as I said, Kukurea, Reece James, throw in Chalobah as well. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, like, there is a core group that's also developing, so you can accommodate for kids. Esteva Willian will be 12 months more experienced. Right? So, Andre Santos, 12 months more experienced. So as long as you don't lose, as long as we don't get rid of Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Kukurea, as long as we don't get rid of key players and keep building on the talent that we have, Esteva goes to a next level, then okay, you can keep putting in one or two more kids. But if we start losing some of our better players and you're only replacing them with kids, then it's a problem. First and foremost, you cannot lose some of your better players. That's the first and foremost thing. You can't lose your better players. You start losing your better players and you're replacing them with kids, we've got trouble. We've got trouble. Experience is important. Look at any business. If you have been there, seen it, and done it in any situation, some of these players won't know what to do when in the lead or if they concede, etc. See, I don't completely believe that, because we've gone and beaten PSG in the Club World Cup. Like, we've beaten Real Betis in the final of the Conference League, being a goal down. Last season, the effort we put in the final 7 or 8 games to get Champions League qualification shows me that you're growing. Mentally, you're growing. These last summer windows showed me they are not truly serious, so we are reliant on managerial masterclasses, which thankfully Maresca is capable of. Yeah, Maresca is capable of, and he just needs to be able to do that on a consistent basis. That's all I'm saying. Want to see that consistency a lot more. Wouldn't mind if Maresca gets the sack or stays. Football style is boring to watch. As long as another manager can get top 4, football is entertainment. Yeah, look, I mean, I don't want Maresca to go. I'll be honest with you. I think Maresca's done a good job. All I want is now Maresca to level up. You need to now level up and stop making mistakes that, that you've done so far. Don't repeat your mistakes. That's all I'm asking for. Where is accountability for the SD's fan base joining the bandwagon? Instead of putting pressure where it should be, the mental gymnastics you're doing to back this model is crazy, and I respect generally. I've not done any mental gymnastics, I'm sorry. I've literally, and I'm going to say it again because it seems like you've missed out on it. They're not perfect. The sporting directors, the owners, they're not perfect. They're flawed. But it's not entirely bad what we have. That's what I'm trying to get to. People act like the entire lot is bad. It's not. And people act as if Enzo Maresca is perfect. He's not. Owners are not perfect. Sporting directors are not perfect. Believe me, Enzo Maresca is not perfect. Some of the players are not perfect. But even through this imperfection, there's still quite a bit of good. There's still quite a bit of good. And you need to utilize that good a lot better than what you have so far. Does that make sense to you? And if you want to put pressure on SDs, what you're really saying is putting pressure on the owners, because the owners have given their SDs a long contract because the owners believe the SDs are doing a good job based on what the owners want. Simple as that. If you want the SDs gone, you essentially want the owners gone. You should be talking about the owners. People acting like these sporting directors haven't got us. Palmer, Caicedo, Esteva, Enzo Fernandez, Robert Sanchez has turned a corner because they stood by him. Oh, well, okay, SDs probably didn't get Cucurella, but the ownership got Cucurella as well. I like João Pedro. We should be throwing in João Pedro. I like Pedro Neto. I like Pedro Neto. A lot of you guys don't like Pedro Neto. Andre Santos. This is what I mean. Like, there's quite a bit of good, man. There's quite a bit of good. SD's got Romeo Lavia, no? Is it their fault that Romeo Lavia keeps getting injured all the time? As I said, they've made mistakes as well, man. David Datra Fofana, Cesare Cassidy, the whole heap of the list is long. They've made mistakes too, of course. Liz, I want to see this Maresca energy you have for our players. Where is Garnacho, Gittins? But I've given you that energy, man. I never wanted Garnacho. See, this is the thing, Gino. It feels like you just move like, I want to see this same Maresca energy. Like, you talk like it's Twitter. You don't really talk to me as a, like, do you know what? I want to send you the link. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me, man. I want to send you the link. Come and talk to me, bro. Because I know if you actually talk to me, you would not be talking to me like this. You talk to me like as if it's Twitter. You talk to me like you're talking to someone on Twitter or something. Talk to me as I want to talk to you on a human level. I never wanted Garnacho. I never wanted Gittins. So I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Dilap is someone I believe in. I'm going to send you the link. I want you to come on the show right now, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you. I think this is going to be interesting. I'm going to send you the link. Yeah. I've just sent you the link, bro. I want you to pop in right now. I want you to pop in right now. Yeah, like this guy talks to me like I'm on Twitter or something. Where's the same energy, brother? I want to save my energy, number one. I want to use all my energy on football. Come on, Gino. Pop on, pop on. Let's talk. Let's have a proper conversation. Let's see what your problem is. Let's see what the problem is. Gino, I'm coming on, guys. Don't worry. Awesome, awesome. Let's have a conversation because I think once you have a proper conversation with me, you won't be talking to me like I'm on Twitter. Let's see what you have to say. Gino, huge fan. Let's go. Gino is the problem. I'm not going to say Gino is the problem, but I think Gino is too much on one side. Me, I'm actually in the middle. I'm not either way because I feel like there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. Get him, Gino. What's he going to get me from? Like, how are you going to get me? Get me, like, how? How will you get me? Yeah, I agree with this. The owners, if you really want to delve deep into the core of the issue, you have to start looking at the ownership because they're the ones who are setting up the philosophy. They're the ones who are setting up the objectives. But to people that I say the people that are saying that the owners are the problem, you need to start protesting. You need to start protesting. That's simple as that. It's not good in just sitting there and going, "Oh, the owners are the problem." Well, what are you going to do about it, mate? What are you going to do about it? What will you do about it? I'm sure as hell not going to protest. I'm not even there. I can't protest. And if I'm being absolutely honest, I don't feel like there is a need to protest anymore at the moment because I actually think there's quite a bit of good. There's quite a bit of good. Do you know what I mean? I think we've not been able to get the best out of what we have. I truly believe there's a lot more that we could have done with what we've got, and we've not done that. Have you seen, Ms. The rumors? The rumors of Chelsea might hire Strasbourg coach next summer. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I feel like our owner, especially Iqbali, he likes Roberto De Zerbi. Yeah, Oliver Glasner's name is being floated around as well. I know his name's getting floated around for Man United too. But I don't want Maresca to go. I want him to stay. But if this guy doesn't want to stick around, then all right, well, we're gonna have to find a different solution, no? Owners are not perfect, but they are one of the best out there. They actually care about winning. They have a strategy backed by success in other sports. They have experience with sports franchise. Yeah, this I agree with. This I agree. I think over the last 7 to 8 months, the final few months of the Premier League season, Conference League, Club World Cup, I have to say that, you know, they've done all right. Oh, here we go. We got Gino in the background. Let's go. Gino, my man, thank you. Thank you for joining.
No worries, no worries. Miz, first off, I just want to say, can you hear me? Is it all good?
I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Obviously, I want to say I'm a working man as well. So, guys, I'll keep it PG. I'm not going to be effing and blinding because at the same time, we have to respect Miz's channel and what he's growing here. So everything will be kept to football. Yeah. Don't worry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I have to say, Miz, I think you're too much on Maresca. Genuinely feel.
Okay. So let me stop you right there. When you say you think I'm too much on Maresca, what do you mean by that? Where did I do too much? You tell me, where did I do too much?
Right. So let's first analyze the squad. So when it comes to the squad, we need to realize that we're not at the competing level yet. We're not title challengers. That's my opinion. I feel that we're a brilliant job. I feel Maresca has elevated the squad to the point where we compete in the big games. And I do feel there's a bit of a rotation policy in place that they put in. And when it comes to his mistakes, he does learn from that. Listen, he's not perfect. He's not someone who's gonna.
Oh, so now you're saying he's not perfect. So
no,
why is it a problem? Well, why is it a problem when I say he's not perfect? You're allowed to say he's not perfect, but I'm not allowed to say he's not perfect. Why is that?
I feel you lean a bit too much. I can see the chat when they say he gets a few brown envelopes here and there. I can see why they say that, because there's a slight lean towards Maresca.
Why?
In terms of him being
give me example. Give me example. I've literally said so many times, I fully believe the owners and the sporting directors are culpable. What more do you want me to say? I've spent 3 years talking about owners and sporting directors screwing us up. I don't know when you started following me, Gino. I've literally spent 3 years. I've got videos with Eunice last season documenting where the owners are going wrong for us. What more do you want from me, Gino?
What more do I want from you, Miz? When it comes to the actual, I want balance, because I feel there's a sense of being pushed towards Maresca being the blame. Personally, I feel we get Maresca, we get another Potter. So we end up, what ends up happening, I feel right now, Maresca is probably the best manager we're going to get, because think of it this, next summer, we're going to end up with more youngsters coming in, and Maresca's the type that he will improve them. I'm not saying he's Pep, he's not Klopp, but in terms of the managers we would get, if we get rid of him.
Have I ever said Maresca? Have I ever said let's get rid of Maresca?
You haven't said that, but subliminally, I can see a few in the chat would agree with me.
But once again, that's your opinion. Something that I've literally come out publicly and telling you that I don't want Enzo Maresca to leave. I don't know where you're getting this from. I don't want him to leave. All I've pointed out is I think he could have done a lot more with what he's got. I think he's made some mistakes, some of the mistakes repeatedly. He's made a mistake, no problems. A rookie manager can do that. He's learning as well. He's gone from Leicester to Chelsea. He can make mistakes, but he's made some of those mistakes repeatedly. Not once, if you look through all my videos, since we got Enzo Maresca, not once have I said Enzo Maresca out. All I'm doing is I'm being critical on him. I've made that very clear from the start of this season, Gino, that I truly, so just the way you just said, you don't believe this squad is good enough to compete, and it's your opinion. You said 100%. That. Yeah. Now, on the contrary, I've said, in my opinion, so I've respected your opinion, right? It's your opinion. It's not an objective thing. It's a subjective thing. I'm saying from my opinion, I believe there was a lot of good for us to compete. You don't need to believe that, just the way I don't believe you, right?
Okay.
That's why I said from the start of this season, I'm going to be a lot more critical towards Enzo Maresca, because I want him now to elevate to the next level, because I've seen that the squad can compete at the highest level. I now need him to make it consistent. That's all I've said. I've never said get rid of this guy.
To what level could we get to then, Miz? Because I feel our level is probably third or max. I'm saying absolute max second. I remember I put the last chat I put in was the players coming in, and of course with the model we have, We're not going to bring in Rodrigo.
Do you know how far are we from Arsenal in terms of points?
But come on, the points argument, because we've got Newcastle coming.
Oh, so now you don't like the points argument?
No,
all of a sudden you don't like the points argument. Just answer me the question. How far are Arsenal away from us? How far are they away from us after 16 games?
What, they're about 8 points? 8 points from us?
Okay.
Is that where they are?
You're telling me from the points we've dropped this season, we couldn't have been closer to Arsenal? You're actually going to tell me we couldn't have been closer to Arsenal? Is that what you're going to tell me?
Is my internet coming up or?
No, your internet's fine. We're about 8 points away from Arsenal.
Okay. I can hear.
We're about 8 points away from Arsenal. You're telling me all throughout this season, the points we have dropped, we could not have been a little bit closer to Arsenal. You're telling me that's all I've asked for. I never asked for Enzo Maresca to go and win the Premier League. I never said that. I said just stay close by, because our squad's good enough to stay close by.
Do you think it really is good enough to stay close by? I think that's where we differ, Miss. We have a very different opinion on the squad, because I feel the Man U game, that's Maresca, 100%.
Okay.
That is Maresca. I would say when it comes to Brentford, remember the long throw that was put in?
Sure. Yeah.
That was something where a bit of immaturity, I view as a bit of immaturity from the players, because what can Maresca really do with that long throw? And he rectifies it by making us a bit more solid at the back. The tossing one, I'll give you that, because I don't want to be seeing tossing as well. But
yeah, so why does he keep using tossing? Why does he keep using tossing?
So obviously I don't know this for a fact, but I genuinely believe there's a sense of player valuation there. There's a sense of maybe if we discard tossing, he's valued. You work in credit, the financial sector, means you know there's a sense of the value of these assets, and the players, they see them as assets, and there's a bit of a smokescreen. You took the Maresca press conference in a way of he's getting his way. I almost feel he's feeling like there's subliminal pressures he gets from the owners that he doesn't say, otherwise he'll get sacked, but he does want them. I feel he gets told certain things personally, that play this type of player, we got to rotate. I just feel he's not allowed
you really
to
think
fully.
You really think he's getting pressured to use tossing? That you're telling me I'm going to sit here and believe that they're pressuring Tosin to increase his valuation when he was a free transfer? Any level of sale will be a profit, a genuine accounting profit on him. You're telling me the owners are pressuring him to do this? It makes more sense to pressure him to utilize Achapon, because his valuation will go up a lot more, even though, yes, he's from the academy, but it makes more sense to use him because you can actually sell him for quite a lot of money. He's a young player. Tosin, how much more can you really sell Tosin for? And if anything, Tosin's dropped so many stinkers, his valuation's gone, it's dipped.
100% it's dipped. And I almost feel like they're trying to regain the value. But the Tosin, that's the thing, Maresca isn't perfect. Tosin is one where we don't want to see him. And I think everyone in the chat will agree. If we see him, we're gonna explode.
So why is it when I say Tosin shouldn't start, Gino, that you get upset that I'm pressing on Maresca a lot?
I feel that no. The Tosin one, I agree with you. I agree with you with Tosin. The Man U game was a mistake. When I press on you, it's the points where I just feel there's a sense of more accountability towards Maresca, less accountability towards the squad. And I do feel the squad is not of a sufficient level. We shouldn't expect we shouldn't expect them to be title contenders. That's my personal opinion. I feel the expectation.
Once again, you just said that's your personal opinion, but my personal opinion is that I look at Cucurella, I look at Reece James, I look 100%. At Caicedo, I look 100%. At Enzo Fernandez, I look at Cole Palmer, I look at João Pedro, I look at Pedro Neto.
We disagree on João Pedro there.
Okay, well, once again, like it's opinion based, right? I like João Pedro because I've watched João Pedro from Watford. I've watched João Pedro at Brighton. I like João Pedro, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we had quite a nice core of players, and then we added Esteval, Andre Santos on top of that. So I felt that, do you know what? Looking at the entire Premier League, besides Arsenal, everyone else, well, at the start of the league, I thought Liverpool were going to win. So besides Liverpool and Arsenal, I thought everyone else, it's an even playing field. Like it's not like they're too far away from us or we're too far away from them. It felt evenly matched for me. Then obviously the season started and we saw how Liverpool collapsed. That's when it really woke me up even more that, wow, this is a good opportunity right here, right now. I never 100%. Said that we can topple Arsenal, but I said that we could potentially be nearby to them. And the season, so if I suggest, my feelings would have been right had we just picked up a win against Brentford or a win against Brighton or a win against Man United or a win against Sunderland or a win against... Okay, I'll even discount Sunderland because Sunderland's doing well, right? But the way we lost at the end...
Those games, in all of these games, bar Man United, we do miss chances in those games that I'm not saying we're not going to get Haaland or anyone like that of that caliber. But I'm just saying there are chances in the games that are missed by these players where I often watch the game thinking, if we had slotted that one in 2-0, we can dead the game. So that is a player quality or player mentality. That's a sense of them missing chances. And Maresca has no control over that. So that's where the balancing act, I feel, it's a mixture of the two. Maresca's not perfect. The squad isn't that great.
Players missing, I've never put that on Enzo Maresca. I've been more critical where you can watch the game. We both watch the game and you feel that, okay, the tide is turning now. The opposition 100%. Is going on top. That's when I'm like, Maresca, you've got options. You've got options to change this. You're not changing it. And then when he does make those changes, it seems to be negative options. For instance, against Man United, you've already said, yeah, that's a big mistake that he's made. But it wasn't just Man United. I believe even against Brighton, when we got the red card, straight away, some negative changes a bit too early. He wanted to shut up shop. Now, no problems. You want to shut up shop, but then you need to convey the message to the team that, hey, we're looking to be resolute in defense. We want to be resolute in defense. I feel like there's a little bit more that he could do. I really do. Now, okay, forget about Brighton, forget about Man United, right? Champions League, Carabao. Where's the mentality? Where's the mentality? We need to be putting these teams away. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't sit there and go, well, the SDs and the owners are the problem against Carabao. The SDs and the owners are problems against Leeds. Do you know how stupid I would sound if I did that?
Remember, James missed a big chance. Was it Leeds or another team where we could have been 2-0? No,
that was Atalanta. That was Atalanta.
Okay, that was the Atalanta one. That's the one. Whereas James's quality, and I think personally, my opinion again, I think he's the best player. I know Cole Palmer's the special one, but him technically is probably our best player. But there are times when football, a game of fine margin. So he scores that 2-0. We dead the game. Maresca gets praised for the.
Okay. Great point, Gino. He scores that. We kill the game 2-0. But if you watch that Atalanta game, and I know you did because you were in the live chat, Atalanta were unlucky. They went at least 2 goals up in the first half. Bro, they created a few chances in the first half. There was some scrappy defending in the beginning. We didn't have a good game. We scored a goal, Gino, if you remember. I think it was Reece James that went into the byline, crossed it in, and I think it was João Pedro with the tapping, with a nice finish. Prior to that, Gino, we didn't do much against Atalanta in the first half, bro. We didn't do much. That game against Atalanta, we didn't have a good game, bro. Atalanta deserved to be a few goals up in the first half. Then, okay, we go into the first half 1-0 up. Beautiful, lucky, yeah? Second half, Gino. Yes, Reece James could have scored. But do you feel okay with the nonsense that Enzo Maresca did? You've got a midfielder, Andre Santos, available. but you're bringing in Tosin. You've got Estevao in the bench. You don't even utilize him. Do you agree with all of this? He could have changed the course of the game.
He definitely could have. Listen, the Tosin one. Everyone in the chat knows about Tosin. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Tosin is someone that we don't want to see.
So what I'm trying to say, Gino, is where my final question to you, because the match is going to start. By the way, I'm loving this conversation with you, Gino. You know me. I respect you, bro. Like I've not been personal with you at all. I've never been personal with you. It's all about football.
I'm a working man as well, and I work in the tech industry. You're in the finance. If we always stick to football, guys, remember that we're here to grow this channel as well.
Yeah, I've never once attacked you personally, right? And I know you've never once attacked me personally either. What I'm trying to get to is through our conversations right now, and you finally had a conversation with me one-on-one, right? Where do you feel that I've gone lopsided one way or the other? I've literally just said, I've acknowledged that the owners, the sporting directors could have done more. But if that's your problem, everyone needs to protest. If your core problem, because the core, the source of the issue starts from the ownership. They're not going to change this vision, this philosophy, right?
Would you say you've accepted the position then? You've accepted the state of right, because I feel that's the problem a lot of us fans have now, where we got to accept now the ownership and the model, and that's what it's going to be. But then the expectations for us have to be slightly different then, because then we can't be expecting to title challenge year in, year out, because they're going to be in kids.
So this is where we differ. So this is where we differ. I feel the owners, the first 3 seasons, they were moving mad. They were moving real mad. But I truly think over the last final period of last season, Conference League and the Club World Cup, I think they've made a little bit more better decisions than before. Have they made everything better? No, they haven't, because they could have done more last summer, right? But I feel like in the previous seasons, they were making hella mistakes. They've reduced that. That's why moving into this season, I felt, okay, I feel a little bit more content with what I have. Previously, I didn't feel content. I was never content under Potter. I was never content under Pochettino. I never wanted Pochettino. I wanted Luis Enrique, right? I was never content. This season, I wasn't even content last season, Gino, under Enzo Maresca. I wasn't even content then.
Were you content this season? You were content. Half of that reason's Maresca, I would assume, that he's elevated the squad to a certain level.
Of course. Right. I'm not going to lie about that. I've never lied about that. I've said this manager's done well. He's got a lot out of this lot, more than I probably even predicted. But now that we're here, now that you've created a standard, I expect you to now lift off, take it to a different level. That's all I've stated. And I've seen that this season, he's made quite a few mistakes that I don't think has anything to do with sporting directors or the owners. He's made mistakes on his own accord. But at the same time, I've said to you, could we have done better in the summer window? Of course we could have, man. When Levi Colwell got injured, I would have really loved an elite level centre back. But at the same time, Gino, I'm thinking, well, these guys, they got Anselmino, they got Mamadou Sarr. Like, do I want them? I don't. I wish we could have got an elite. I never wanted Thiago Silva to leave. For example, Thiago Silva's on a free now. I would love Thiago Silva to come back.
100%. I would love that as well. But
these owners will not do that. Yeah, these owners will not do that.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of the fan base will not accept that either, right? Oh, he's too old, he's too slow, this, that. But I know what value he can bring. So I have to also understand that these lot have too many defenders. They need to get rid of a few in order for them to bring someone else new. So hoping that they get rid of Tosin and then bring someone better, hoping that they maybe even get rid of, I don't know, well, Desassi needs to leave. Maybe one of Chalobah, Buddy Shield needs to leave. Who knows? And maybe we can get someone better. But I felt that overall, there was still some good. And Gino, this season has proven that. Like, we've kept a lot of clean sheets as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've been defensively at times when we need to be rock solid. We have been rock solid. I've always said, yes, you need quality defenders, but at the same time, the manager needs to set up in a way, have a solid structure so that we can have more quality defensive games. It's not a surprise when you see other teams in the Premier League who have lesser players than us seems to defend better. Look at Sunderland, for example. Are you going to sit there and say Sunderland has a better squad than us? No, they just have good fundamentals.
I would say we haven't got bad fundamentals either, but that's implemented.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I know the game is starting. I did have one last. This maybe another time. I'll be happy to jump on, but I was going to say your prediction for the next 4 Premier League games, and just to see where your head is for the next 4, because I think we've got Man City there, and I want to see how many points you think will accumulate. Because
I genuinely think we're going to beat Newcastle because we tend to do well against bigger teams. I actually feel we're going to beat them. I actually think we're going to have a really good game against Aston Villa as well. I won't be surprised if we win against Newcastle and Aston Villa. I really won't be surprised.
Bournemouth at home, another W. Easy 3-0.
I hate when you do that, bro. I hate when you... See, that's what I'm worried about, Bournemouth. Like, can we actually get up for those games? That's my problem. And I feel like, why do we struggle against these teams?
Yeah, Man
City, I think we'll get up for that game. I think we will get up for that game. I think Man City's got some proper chinks in their armor. They've got good quality, don't get me wrong, but they got proper chinks in their armor as well.
Yeah.
Look, for me, let's move one game at a time, Gino. Let's move one game at a time. My focus is Cardiff. My focus is Cardiff, and then after that, Newcastle. One game at a time. But Gino, thank you so much, my bro. As I said, I'm going to bring you on again. All right, I'm going to bring you on again.
No worries, man. Let's hope we win this game.
Come on, let's hope. See ya. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed that. I thoroughly did. And I'm happy to do that. You know, do you know what? Like, this is the community that opportunities to people to voice their opinion and have a really, really good conversation. All right. Okay, match is about to start. Let's get ready. Duke saying internet's not good. I'm really sorry about that. Sometimes the internet moves mad like that. And that's something, I don't know, maybe I can see if I need a direct connection. I need a direct connection into my laptop as opposed to Wi-Fi. But yeah. Match is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Chelsea. Your net is moving like tossing. Hopefully it's all right now because it feels like it's stable. It feels like it's stable now. Yeah, get a network cable internet connection. The Wi-Fi can be top. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. Like, I'm seriously gonna be looking into that. Get a network cable internet. You're right. By the way, do we know what's happened to Estevan Willian? Like, is there any news at all on Estevao William. Our match is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. And we've kicked off. What's your score prediction today, Miz? I'm going with 3-1. Going with 3-1. Live chat, let me know. Is there any news on Estevao William? Do we know? Is there Is he ill? Is he anything? 3-2 Cardiff. Nah, no chance. Achapong. Achapong goes all the way back to Jorgensen. $3-1. Do you know that Tosin is starting? Yeah. Hoping he doesn't have a clanger. People were saying he was ill before. Okay. Come on, Chelsea. Cardiff with the ball. Sorry. Cardiff trying to build out from the back. Nice press. Nice press from Mark Yu. Andre Santos. Tyreek George. Come on, man. Come on. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've been to this stadium before, you know. The last time I was in UK, 2015, my brother and I, my younger brother and I, we went to Cardiff. But back then, Cardiff, well, they're still in championship. It was a championship game. I went to this stadium. Oh, it was the coldest night I've ever faced in my life. It was cold. It was raining. I think it was Cardiff versus Huddersfield, maybe. I can't remember exactly, but you know who was playing for Cardiff at that time? You know Man United Fabio, the twins, Fabio and Rafael. His brother Fabio was playing for Cardiff at that time. Oh my God, that night. Oh, it was so cold. It was so cold. By the way, Cardiff, I'm never going there again. There's literally nothing there, to be honest. There's nothing. There's such a boring place. To be honest, it's a bit of a hole. I'm being absolutely honest. Cardiff is a nothing place. Wales, the Tasmania of the UK. Ah, man, it's worse. It's worse. Cardiff trying to play out from the back. One touch passing, good pressing. Well done, Chelsea, for winning the ball back. Bonanote. Hato. Tosin. Badia. You should come back to Canada for the World Cup. Do you know what? I have to say, I did enjoy my Canada trip. I really did. I actually did. I enjoyed my Canada trip. It's a place I would want to go back. Definitely not during winter, though. I think the time when I went around July, end of June, early July, that was nice. Mid-July. I actually like Tassie Lol. Did a big 2-month hike and camp there last year. I've been to Tassie for my son's second birthday. We went there, and I liked it. Yeah, I think it's a nice place for a calm holiday. Well done, Hatto. Gittins. Yes, good powerful run. Good powerful run. What are you going to make out of it? See, Gittins, got to make a better decision. You took a shot straight at the player. Got to have a better decision making than that. Liz, are you okay with Sanchez not starting? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm okay. It's not like I don't necessarily think goalkeepers really need to be rotated, but then again, Jurgensen, number 2 goalkeeper, probably needs to get a little bit of minutes. Ultimately, need to keep people a little bit happy in the squad. And then let Sanchez fully focus on the Premier League game coming up against Newcastle. Me personally, I'd rather just play with Sanchez. Do you know what I mean? But, oh my days, what's going on? Why is there a free man? Why is there a man free to have a cross? Why? Shervin, big up, my man. Australia is playing their group stage games in my city. I might go there. Games. Nice. I think Australia might do all right in the World Cup, Probably qualify from that group. I'd love to come during the World Cup, but we'll see, man. Some of those ticket prices for the World Cup matches, they ain't cheap. Jurgensen goes long. Nice. Mark, come on. Thoughts on the ticket prices for the World Cup? It's insane, my man. It's insane. That's my thoughts. Caicedo, please. No hanky-panky today, Caicedo. Please. Caicedo, no hanky-panky. Just keep it clean. Cardiff moving the ball around very nicely so far. Still Cardiff. Come on, Hatto. Come on, Hatto. Amir saying, have you been to Malaysia, Miz? Yeah, man. Many times. Many times. In fact, my honeymoon was also in Malaysia. Langkawi. Love Malaysia. Good defending that time from Tosin. Achapong. Playing in the right back position, which is his natural position. But then again, I don't mind him play centre back either. Ricardo, Miz, condolences to the family and friends who have suffered loss in that tragic incident in Australia. Oh man, honestly, that disturbed me so much, man. It really, that place is like probably 20 minutes drive from my place. Bondi is like 20 minutes drive from my place, and we go there quite regularly for what? Like, if people go to the beach, go for a walk. It's a very common thing, and for it to happen there, it's just, oh yeah, you're right. Like, I feel condolences, as you said, condolences to the people that got affected, and yeah, it's the vibe here in Sydney, Australia, is a bit strange now. It's a bit strange. League One side controlling ball against us. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice. Bonanote, Andre Santos, Gu. Come on. Achapong, well done. Hatto. Someone said Hatto's inverting. Yes, he is. He's doing pretty much the same thing as Cucurella would do. Tosin. George. That's good stuff from George. Bonanote. George again. Sorry, Mark, you. It's good stuff from Chelsea so far. Gittins. Nice. Come on, Gittins. It's gone out for a corner. Hato is playing as number 10, Miz. Yeah. Oh, sure. Come on, Adia. At least hit it on target. Hato's playing as number 10, Miz. Yeah, but we've seen Enzo Maresca do that, right? He loves fullbacks getting into some mad areas. He loves that. Cardiff, again, building up brilliantly, just beating Chelsea's press with no issues. It's good recovery from Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. So Cardiff. Chelsea defending deep. Not pressing Cardiff to cough up the ball. Sitting deep. Chelsea playing like some of these other Premier League teams sometimes they deploy against us, sitting deep. A deep block against Cardiff. Oh, that's a poor tackle, man. That's a poor tackle. That's a very poor tackle from Achapong. How did he get away with that one? Nicole, we're not pressing really. Yeah, we're not pressing. We're happy to sit back. I knew from the start this lineup is risky. Ashraf. That could have been a yellow card for Achapong. Referee just allowed to play on to see where the play could go with Cardiff. Bonanote getting a warning, guys. Next time, it's a yellow for him. Royston, the club wants us to rotate. We should still beat them with this team. Yeah, man. The quality, are we going to sit here and say the quality of players we've got is inferior to the ones that Cardiff has? Come on, man. We should still be beating them, regardless. Caicedo, well done. Good press from Caicedo. You out wide to Tyreek George. This could be tasty right here. George. Oh. It's too much. It's gone out for a throw-in. Chelsea throw-in. It was good play. It was a good play from Chelsea altogether. It's gone out for a throw-in. Tossen. Ball over the top. What a ball from the toss. The toss man. Ricardo, next All You Can Eat Chelsea episode. Am I addicted? I'm addicted now. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in to All You Can Eat Chelsea tomorrow, UK, 10 a.m. Good steal. Good steal from Achapong. Good stuff. Oh. Gittins, back to Achapong again. Well done, Achapong. Caicedo, excellent. Tossen, finding Bonanote. Tyreek George. Gittins. By the way, who's our captain? Is Tosin the captain? Is Tosin our captain? Wow. "50-year-old Silva is better than prime Tosin." But that's a disrespect to Thiago Silva. Hard. Why are you disrespecting Caicedo like that, bro? Yellow card for Isaac Davis for Cardiff. Andre Santos now with the ball. Ball back to Caicedo now. Achapong. Tosin. Nice. Go, George. Yes, lovely. Ooh, almost in behind. Almost in behind for Mark Gu. Caicedo captain, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe Caicedo's captain. Maybe I saw. Can someone confirm who's the captain? The lineup will tell us, right? The lineup will tell us. Miz, is this game played over 2 legs? No, I don't think so. The next one will be. The semi-final is. This game, no. 10-0. I'm the captain now. Hey, come on, Achapong, bro. Stay with your man, Achapong. Cross coming in. Well defended. Caicedo's there. Yes. Good stuff. Tyreek George. Keep going, son. Well done, George. Caicedo. Santos. Badiashil. Who thought it was a good idea to have 2 legs only in the semi-final? I don't know. To be honest, I don't even think it's. I don't know why Carabao Cup has 2 legs for the semi. Like, shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Just make it 1 games, man. Josh has been quality. Gittins, yeah. Yeah, look, so far, early days, Achapong, but a couple of moments, he's been better. Gittins, yeah, once he has not been good so far, early days again, but Gittins really needs to show more. Tyreek is a better winger than both Garnacho and Gittins. Cobham. Yep, Carabao semi-final has 2 legs, yeah. Buonanotte. That's good interception by Tosin. George. Caicedo. Oh, what a pass from Tosin. That's a glamorous pass from Tosin. Luckily, Achapong does well to get the ball back. Lovely pass from Tossen. This is the Gittins we saw at Dortmund, Miz. This is his level. He was inconsistent in Bundesliga as well. But our smart SD said, bring. Yeah, well, that's one that these definitely need to take a blame. I never wanted Gittins. Corey, will you be content if we win this competition and make top 4? What would you be happy with? Look, if we win this competition, yeah, I'll definitely be happy. And if we get top 4, yeah, fair enough. Like, at least we won a trophy. I do want us to go a bit further. George! Oh, George! Bro, pull the trigger quicker. Tossen's value gone up 5 million. Tossen value is going down, bro, by the second. What are you talking about? Hato? Hato, someone else has Hato going. I think so far he's been all right. Early days, but I think he's been okay. Abel saying, I think Gittins will be moved on in the summer. Yeah, maybe. Cardiff now with the ball, playing out from the back. Go long. That was a very good pass from the Cardiff goalkeeper. Hey! Hey! You can't just let that go. You can't. You can't, bro. Achapong. You can't just allow for that, man. I feel like Achapong, he's now played centre back so much that, you know, it's like once again, like, should he really play? I know naturally he's a right back, but he's now played a lot of centre back for us. We got away with that one. That could have been dangerous. Cardiff could have scored there. See, I don't know whether it helps Achapong to play as right back anymore because he's now predominantly played centre back. You know, out wide defending and defending in central areas are two different things. Huge mistake from Achapong. Anybody who plays near Tossen catches the virus. Yeah, man, he's a disease. I'm not even going to lie. Caicedo, well done, Caicedo. Achapong's in real trouble for some reason now, man. He's really struggling. Bonanote. Tyreek George. Madueke is much better than any of the options we have currently at the wing. His Champions League goals for Arsenal more than any of our wingers produced this year. Andre Santos goes all the way back to Jurgensen. Jurgensen complete standstill. Jurgensen to Hato. Lovely control from Hato, actually. Very good control. And is saying if we lose today, need the club to sack Maresca because I don't get how Tosin playing and Stavao not even on the bench. No one seems to know anything about Esteval, William. I don't know what has happened. Sure, soon enough we will. Yeah, Cardiff pressing really well. Come on. Achapong, come on, brother. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, Achapong. Yep. Bonanote being pressed. Excellent stuff, Achapong. Excellent. Good stuff. Good defending that time. Santos. Oh, yeah. Callum Chambers, man. Wow. Is that the same Callum Chambers from Arsenal days? It is. It is. The same Callum Chambers. Maybe Metueke is better than Gittins and Garnacho, but definitely not better than Neto and Estaval. Freedom, thank you so much for the super chat. Sideways, backwards, backways, sideways, backways, repeat. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be much of a gold threat at the moment, is there? Gittins, don't stop, bro. I hate how he just stops. Take the man, see, and then you go nowhere, Gittins. Gittins can't dribble past League One side. Tosin, Jurgensen. Do you see Gu? Do you see Gu? I think he's disappeared. Neto's too predictable and he's on one trick pony. Teams have figured him out. I don't think he's a one trick pony. We should loan Gittins in January and get a new winger. I'm being serious. This is not good. Nice work, Hato. That was a good job from Hato, man. And then the ball given away. Foul on Andre Santos. It's too clumsy, man. Too clumsy, this game so far. There's no rhythm in our game, man. There's absolutely no rhythm in our game. It's very hard to bring rhythm when there's so many changes, but then again, changes that needed to probably happen. Give players some rest. Moving into that Newcastle game. Some of these players would thrive in a mid-table team. Gittins needs to develop. It's hard for him to find form because he doesn't play all the time. Bonanote not good either. Jurgensen now with the ball. Mark Yu. Nice work, nice work. Back to Badishil. Caicedo, excellent. Look at that from Caicedo. Look, what a turn. What a pass. What a pass from Caicedo. Oh, what a pass from Caicedo, man. You just take a first time, bro. Take a first time. Lovely pass from Caicedo. Look at that. Just hit it first time. You lace it up first time. Ms. Who knows? Sorry, Ms. Ms. Who you think wins Player of the Season? I think Haaland. I mean, if you were to stop the competition now, yeah, it probably is Haaland. But there's still a number of games to play, so. Freedom, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Our system lacks excitement. Yeah, I mean, need to be a little bit more cutthroat, man. Nicely done by Bonanote. Out wide to Hato. Well, one back by Andre Santos. Now it's back to Caicedo. Badishil. Gittins. It's good stuff. Oh, Bonanote. Well done, Hato. But straight back to the Cardiff player. Bonanote is Ja Felix. Ja Felix from Timu. James Atwood, poor performance thus far. I agree. Harrison saying, I reckon Hato put in a decent shift thus far. I agree. I think Hato's been okay. No, Achapong beaten again. Wow, they could have scored again. They could have scored. Achapong, I think he's struggling in that right back area, man. He really is. Achapong, I don't think he plays right back anymore. Jumping into tackles. That was well done from Caicedo, man. If Caicedo didn't get a touch on that, that was going in. Cardiff corner coming up. It's well defended. Joshua saying, Miz, did you hear Thiago Silva might be a free agent again? No, he's not might be. He is a free agent again. He's left Fluminense. He wants to apparently return back to Europe before the World Cup. So, yeah, I mean, look, I'd love him at Chelsea Football Club. But I know it's not happening. Come on, man. It's been so boring so far. Caicedo, push, push, push. Tariq George. George. Oh, George needs to calm down with his crossing, man. Like some of these crosses, they're just, you know, he hopes. Go have rest, Miz. Right, 7:37 a.m. Man, still need to rest at 7:37 a.m. Long day to go. So these players needs to be relegated. Tanishan. We gave up on Felix and Kunku, Jackson, Chukwuemeka, but to name a few, those players would undoubtedly be better as a second unit than what we are seeing right now. So big tackle, big tackle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well done, Caicedo. That's a foul on Caicedo. That's a foul. That's a foul on Caicedo. Come on. Ashraf, if this was a 2 a.m. game, Miz would have left the stream already. Bro, why is this game so boring? Why is this game so boring? Gittins lazy, Hatto lazy. I don't know about Hatto lazy. I think that's being harsh. Gittins definitely lazy. Gittins definitely lazy. Jurgensen now with the ball. Come on, man. What's going on? Yeah, same. My BN Sports completely crashed as well, but it's back now. It's back. Ononote. Kittens. Kitty. Kitty, kitty, pussy kittens. Atto. Caicedo. Sultan, you know Gittins is ass when you are calling for Mudryk back. Yeah. Tariq George. Caicedo, nicely, lovely switch to Gittins. Gittins, take your man, take it. Take him on. Take him on, Gittins. Oh my God, Gittins. Gittins, this is not good, bro. This is not good. Gittins is not good. Gittins, this is not good, bro. Fuck out. It's not good. This is like, you need to be taking, after this game, you know, you have to say, maybe don't give him any more chances. This is a game for you to get full confidence. This is a game for you to annihilate the opposition, and you're struggling against Cardiff, Gittins. How can we advocate for you to get game time? How? Gittins. That's why I never wanted Gittins, man. I never wanted him, man. That's why I never wanted Gittins. At least Tariq George is trying to do something. Even though Tariq George's, Tariq George's cross is a bit mad, but at least trying to do something. Royston, is not Gittins. Is Gittins not supposed to be fast? I thought he was meant to be fast. 1v1 demon. Gittins, take your man on, and he's too scared. He's too scared. He's just not confident. Just not confident, man. He's gonna get himself hooked half time. Just bring on Garnacho, man. You'd make a good commentator, means you would manage the emotions well. Gu, nice. Hato, Gittins, Gittins, Gittins. Oh my God, Gittins! Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness me! Gittins gets the ball, just gives it away. Bonanote, Achapa. But every single one of these men have been so poor. Bonanote's been poor. Gitten's been poor. Achapong's been cooked. Tossen's been poor. Ato probably been all right. Gu's not really giving us anything. Tariq George's been okay, but his crosses are shit. Caicedo's been all right. Andre Santos, okay. I knew Gino would arrive. This is our depth quality. But who said to make... I don't mind rotation, but who said to change everything around? Who said to change everything around? Why can't João Pedro play, for instance? Why can't Malo Gusto play? Who said Malo Gusto can't play? Who said Chalobah can't play? Did we need to do this many changes? Gusto could have played. Malo Gusto definitely could have played. João Pedro could have played. Garnacho could have played. Rachel Park, thank you so much for the super chat. We have 5 good players, then a major drop off. Thank you so much, Rachel Park, for the super chat. Oh my God. Lucky Gittins got away with that one. Come on, come on, come on, Bonanote. Oh my God. See, I hate when people say, didn't we say this squad was good enough to compete? Yeah, well, this game, you do realize this game is missing Palmer, it's missing Cucurella, it's missing Reece James, it's missing Pedro Neto, it's missing Ja Pedro. Like, you do realize it's missing Fofana, Chalobah. Like, you do realize that it's missing a lot of players in this game. I never said, oh, just put the entire bench and start the bench. Oh my God, Benoit! Oh, Benoit! 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 He's back. Benoit is back. Benoit. Freedom, thank you so much for the super chat. Hato actually looks decent. Hato's been the only positive. Hato, Caicedo's been good. Hato's been good. Yeah. Everyone around. Caicedo, Hato. Ah, shit, that's too many. I had to bring him down. Had to bring him down. Because I'm sorry for bigging up Bonanote. He's thinking, I told you, bro. I don't know why you bigged him up. I said he's okay. But you have to also realize Bonanote, along with Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo, might be okay. But Bonanote with all the other B team, yeah, that's going to be difficult. You need to have a balance. You do need to have a balance. put Bonanote in and around some better players, you can have a better conversation. But then again, I don't want oh, lucky. Then again, I never wanted Bonanote anyway. And there's no Estaval either. We still don't know what happened to Estaval, by the way. We still don't know. We still have zero idea what's happened to Estaval. I wish this game had Estaval, man. This game needed Estaval. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime. That was a shit half, man. We did jack all. We did jack all. We did jack all, ladies and gentlemen. We did jack all. Just make changes, man. Just make some changes. Just bring on some of the heavy hitters. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I think I'm bringing in, looking at our bench, I'm bringing in Malo Gusto. I think Achapong, Achapong needs to play centrally. I have no doubt, I've got no issues. If you want to take off Tosin, move Achapong in the center CB position, bring in Malo Gusto. That's the first change I'd do. I'd get rid of Tosin, put Achapong in CB position, get in Malo Gusto. I'd get in João Pedro. Get rid of Bonanote. Keep Gu there. Bring in João Pedro. And I'd get rid of Gittins and bring in Garnacho. I'd do these changes. Straight away. 3 changes. 3 changes. Bro, how's Tosin talking to the boys on way in? All right, fellas, I need you to switch off for the first 20 minutes of half, so don't look so ass. Oh, my days. Take Gittins out for Estaval. Put George on the left. See, this is when you know people, they're casual fans. My man saying take out Gittins for Estaval. Like, tell me you're a casual fan without telling me you're a casual fan. Righty, casual fan. My man wants to play Estaval Willian. Yep, put on Estaval Willian. Gittins is awful. Facundo. Caicedo is not really Caicedoing. It's very difficult to Caicedo when there's that many changes. I would bring in Garnacho. I'm bringing in Malo Gusto. I'm bringing in João Pedro. I'm bringing in these players, man. Straight up, I'm bringing in these players. Laurie, thank you so much for the super chat. Miz, it's simple. We can't afford to rotate because the players that come in have no quality. Bonanote was shocking, and so was Gittins. Painful. No, look. When you make a wholesale of changes, that's a problem. I don't have any issues with Achapong playing. I don't have any issues with Hato playing. I don't have any issues with Andre Santos playing. I don't have any issues with Gu playing. I don't have any issues with Jurgensen playing. But we've made a whole heap of other changes as well, where now we do need to make halftime changes and rectify the situation a little bit. I don't think we need to make that many changes. I don't think it's necessary to make that many changes. Since Pulisic left, our left wing side has been replaced by Mudryk, Gittins, Garnacho for 200 million. Let that sink in. A lot of the Chelsea fan base, you didn't rate Pulisic either. So let's not sit here and pretend that you rated Pulisic. We need to do better. We need to get a better left winger, of course. But let's not pretend all of a sudden that. Royston, our B team is not that good. We don't need to have a B team. There's no need to have a B team. You can't play all the B team together. You play some of the B team with the A team. You got to mix it up. You have to. You can't just play the entire B team. No one's B team can go out there and just flog the opposition. Do you know what I mean? What's Liverpool's B team, ladies and gentlemen? What's Liverpool's B team? How's Liverpool's B team going to do? All right. Mix it up a bit. Tugu will be screaming at laziness of kittens. Yeah, man. Any news on Esteval? No news. Still now. No one. How any of the journalists don't have any news on Esteval Williams? How's that possible? How's that possible? Come on. I'd bring in Ja Pedro for Bonanote. I didn't even spell this Bonanote's name. Oh, there you go. I'd bring in Garnacho for Gittins. And I'd bring in Gusto for Tosin. Achepong to CB. Yeah. Come on, man. Let's just win this in the second half. We have to make some changes. I swear we need to make some changes. Bonanote is one of the worst loans. I really don't know why we did that. We just, for the sake of it, because we missed out on players. So we just did that for no reason. Esteva is being sent a message for that yellow card kick at Leeds. My opinion, I support it. Nah, man, come on. He's a kid. He made a mistake. For us to send a message like that, that's insane. I don't believe that. I think something has happened. It's either he's ill. He must be ill. Esteva must be ill. Esteva must be ill, man. Gino, man, we had Felix and Nkunku last year, but we have Gu and Bonanote, but we are better this year. By the way, Felix and Nkunku, who do you think was culpable, Gino? If anything, Felix and Nkunku is two players that Enzo Maresca didn't rate. We got them, but Enzo Maresca is the one I feel truly he didn't rate them. I don't think that was like sporting directors. Yeah, who did we replace with? Sure, that we can complain that is on the directors. Yeah, I agree with that one. But Felix and Nkunku, I don't think is on. They just Maresca didn't see them as proper options. Some of the Conference League games were much better than this, to be honest. Look at Nkunku in Milan. Let's bring Sterling back in. Don't even get me started on that. I actually like Sterling, but I mean he's out of favor completely. Maresca doesn't rate Hato or Bonanotte. Hato's actually been okay, you know, but I agree. Maybe he doesn't rate Hato. He probably didn't want them, Miz, but not going to lie, I was fuming with the Simmons transfer saga. He hasn't started well, but we know Simmons can cook. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed we didn't get to be honest, I didn't watch Simmons often enough. I actually just went with Eunice's recommendation. Hato was playing good in Ajax. Yeah, like he was well touted. A lot of people wanted Hato. A lot of people wanted him. To be honest, Hato's actually had a good game here so far. Miss, can we have your son play at left wing for us? He'll do more than Gittins. By the way, Gittins has been a proper stinker. Gittins has been the biggest letdown. Biggest letdown, Gittins. Huge letdown. Proper letdown, man, Gittins. Not good enough at all. Liverpool wanted Hato. I'm happy with that buy, to be honest. Yeah, look, Hato, a lot of people wanted him. Now all of a sudden people say, oh, he's rubbish. I'm not having that. All of a sudden he's rubbish. Yeah. All right, let's see. They can't play against Cardiff. Have some shame, Miz. What do you mean they can't play against Cardiff? What are you talking about? Look at this comment. Look at this comment. Look at this genius. Go to your country, mate. Stop talking about English team to talk about Abu Dhabi team. Look at this idiot. Look at this banchod. Look at this banchod, man. His parents didn't give him the love. I feel sad for him. I don't blame you. I blame your mom and dad. Your mom and dad, they did a mistake with you. I feel sad for them. I feel sad for you, bro. I blame your inadequate mom and dad, man. This guy's an absolute fool. Absolute fool. Okay. Ms. Are you from India? No, from my background's from Bangladesh. I'm from Bangladesh. I grew up here in Sydney, Australia, though. But yeah, background's from Bangladesh. I would love Cardiff to score. Duke, why? Why would you like Cardiff to score? Why would you like Cardiff to score, man? Why would you like that? Mad rotation will cost us the game. Maresca and these owners need to go. Look, I think personally, I think that's too many rotation, like too many players being rotated. I don't think we needed that many players to be rotated. I think that some rotation needed to happen. Yes, Hato, Achapong, Santos came in, beautiful. Jurgensen, Gu, Tariq, but that's it. Like we didn't need more. We could have played with a core set of players. We could have played with a core set of players. Ms. How's Australia? Would like to visit one day. Oh, Australia's brilliant, man. Lovely place, lovely country. Pedro on. Apparently Pedro on. Was that Ja Pedro or Pedro Neto? JP is on. There you go. He's listened to me. Enzo Maresca has listened to me. Thank you. Thank you for listening. All right. Second half about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Garnacho 2, there you go. Maresca watches the other side of the coin. I wanted Garnacho, I wanted Ja Pedro, and I would like to see Malo Gusto. Please bring me Malo Gusto and move Achapong in CB position. Yeah, take out Tosin. Who's coming off, guys? Gittins right wing. Oh my days! Why did Tyreek George off, or is George playing up front? Garnacho is coming on. Ja Pedro is coming on. Who's coming off? Tyreek and Gu. Why Tyreek and Gu, man? Why not Gittins? I think Tyreek and Gu probably not, part of the future. That's probably why. They're probably going to be let go off in January. Well, Gu can't. Tyreek George definitely. All right. Gino saying JP on. I don't rate him as a lead, but he is definitely better than Gu and Dilap Low. Let's go. Let's get this winner, man. Let's get this winner. Caicedo. Garnacho. Bad boy Badia Shield. Well done, Achapong. Would have taken off Bonanote, and I would have played Ja Pedro where Bonanote is. Come on. Press. Cardiff trying to play out from the back. Chelsea trying to press. Well done. Ball's gone out for a throw-in. Cardiff now with the ball. Cardiff goes long. Good defending. Good defending from Achapong. Where was Tosin? Achapong covering for Tosin. Badiashil now with the ball. Bendo Waha. Waha. Joao Pedro, well done. Tosin. That's a good pass from Tosin. That's actually a very good pass. Well done, Bonanote. Don't leave the ball behind. Oh. Come on, man. Even the stream stuffing up. That's when you know that this internet problem, it's not it's an issue, I think, countrywide probably at the moment. Because my stream just crashed again. My stream's just crashed again. Here we go. We're back. We're back. Cardiff throw-in coming up. Gittins somehow manages to keep the ball. Hato. Caicedo. Well done, Hato. Caicedo linking up nicely. Benoit. Tosin. Achapong. Slipping. He's slipping. Far out. Cardiff in dangerous areas. Ball goes out wide. Cardiff getting into dangerous positions. Good defending. Benoit. Come on. Oh. Ashraf saying we're actually struggling here. We are actually. We are. Not gonna lie. Hato, stay there. Good job. Good job. Well done, Jurgensen. Reggio Park saying, who's the League One team? Jeez. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Nice steal, Hato. Nice steal. Very nice steal, Hato. Good interception. Oh, why are people slipping all the time? That's good play. Good play. Bonanote and Joao Pedro. Bona does well. Would have lost the ball. And then he gives away the pass. Oh, my days. Bonanote. Caicedo. Well done. Gittins, do something. Do something. Caicedo short block. Achapong now. Gittins. Take your man on. Take him on, bro. Gittins stinker, bro. Proper stinker from the Kittens. Gittins is just stinking up the joint hard. Jorgensen goes long. Can't keep the ball, man. We can't keep the ball. We can't keep the ball. Nice, nice. Bonanote. Good pass from Bona. Oh, that should have been a goal for Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho, man. Garnacho. That's got to be a goal, Garnacho, bro. What a ball from the Bona. What a ball from the Bona, no. That's a fantastic ball. That's a, oh, bro, you're going to score that, bro. That's bread and butter. That's bread and butter, man. You got to score that. What more do you want? Like, how much? Like, honestly, what more do you want? What more do you want? You have to score that. Good stuff, Bonanote. Bonanote stepped up a little bit. Bonanote stepped up a little bit in the second half. That was a beautiful ball. He needed to score, man. Garnacho needed to score. That's good stuff from Andre Santos. Finding Caicedo through the middle. That's lovely play. Garnacho, take your man on. Sunshine, take your man on. Yes, yes, Ghana. Lot better. This is going to be a goal. Oh. Oh. That's brilliant, brilliant play from Garnacho. That's what I wanted to see from Gittins. 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 That's very well done from Garnacho, man. That was good play from Chelsea altogether. Ishmis, I don't know how many more games I can watch. This is becoming ridiculous, embarrassing now. This is a League One side. Yeah, man, I know. I think we're getting closer and closer to a goal. I do think we're getting closer and closer to a goal. Salak. Who's Salak? Is this guy good, Salak? Seems dangerous to me. Who's this Willock? Is that Willock from Newcastle? Is that the same Willock? Is that the Newcastle Willock? Oh man. Jurgensen, that's mad from you. Then again, yeah, the defender was actually going to get there. Ish, please, Miz, we need to score one. I can't go work tomorrow. Don't worry. We're getting closer and closer to the goal. Yes, 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 yes. Bonanote. There you go. I told you, man. The goal. I felt like the goal was coming. Well done, Garnacho. Well done, Chelsea. Bonanote stepped up in the second half hard. I felt that Chelsea were going to score. I just felt that the goal was coming. You could see the intensity was a lot more in the second half, especially in the last 10 minutes. It was getting very, very juicy for us. And we scored. What a goal giveaway to Bonanotte. Nice assist. Garnacho, lovely stuff, Garnacho. Garnacho's looked electric, man, since he's come on. Should have finished. Garnacho could have two. Garnacho could have had two. Well done to Garnacho. Shervin, my guy, Bonanotte. He's really stepped up in the second half, I have to say. Bonanotte has done a really good job in the second half. Come on, man. Let's just put them to the sword now. Come on, come on, come on. Let's finish this off now. Let's get another one. Maybe a 3-0 victory. Why not? Just landed from a flight. How was the game being missed? Was worried when we saw our CB pairing. First half was rubbish. It was pathetic. Very, very poor first half. But second half, we've come out of the blocks. We've come out of the blocks, especially the last probably about 5 to 7 minutes. We've been like on smoke. We've been on smoke, and we thoroughly deserve that goal. Thoroughly deserve that goal. Bonanotte again with the interception. He's everywhere now. Bonanotte. Where was this Bonanotte in the first half? That's what I want to know. Where was this Bonanotte in the first half? And also, look, Garnacho's made a big difference, man. Garnacho far more direct than Gittins. Garnacho's made a huge difference. Ball again over the top, and Garnacho in! Garnacho in! Garnacho's in! Good! Oh, Ja Pedro, come on, bro. Oh, Bonanotte! Bona cooking. Bonanotte. Bonanotte say, hold my B. Bonanotte said, hold my B. Bona. Come on, man. Look at these Man United fans out of nowhere. Garnacho saves your dusty club against Cardiff, bro. You're quick to say dusty club. You're telling me about dusty clubs. You want to talk to me about dusty clubs? Oh my god, bro! Just see what your club's up to, bro. Your club's a mess. Look at what Bruno Fernandes just said. Freedom, thank you so much. Bonanotte is alive. Man's bigging up Garnacho. Like, why'd you let him go then? Miz called the subs. Look, I actually asked for Bonanotte to be subbed off as well. So I got that wrong. But I did want Garnacho in. I did want Ja Pedro in. I wanted both of them in. But I wanted them in instead of Bonanotte and Gittins. So yeah, Bonanotte has done a madness in the second half. Hyping up beating Cardiff, the standards of the club. You don't win, it's a problem. You win, it's a problem. It's a problem nonetheless. It's a problem nonetheless. It's a problem nonetheless. Maresca probably told Bonanote to step up, or else he goes back in January. Probably. And boy, did he step up. Come on, good stuff. Well done. Oh, get there. Bona gets there. No, sorry. That was Garnacho. Sorry, Garnacho. Well done from Garnacho, actually. He does really well to get there. Come on, come on, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Defend. Good defending. Well done, Tosin. Cardiff with a corner coming up. Grimsby dunked on Man United. Bro was trying to hate watch and had been dunked again by Garnacho. Exactly. I love how Man United fans, you really don't have any leg to stand on. You really don't. Cardiff with a corner coming up. Oh, that's too much space. Oh my days, man. No one was noticing my man at the edge of the box with that much space. Oh, Jurgensen, good fist away. Took a knock on the face as well. No, no, no. Stay calm, guys. Stay calm. Stay calm. I'm positive. We're gonna see this through nice and easy now. We're gonna score another one. I'm pretty sure. Neto and Gusto on, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Very, very good. Very good moves. Neto and Malo Gusto. Gittens finally off. Gittens, what a stinker, man. What a stinkfest. Absolute stinkfest. Gittens off. Why did Bonanote come off, man? Bonanote was actually doing well. Santos in the 10 then. Yep, yep, yep. I mean, Bonanote was actually doing really well. I probably would have continued with him. I mean, I would have got a Gusto anyway, but, you know, get rid of Tosin. I'm just scared with Tosin. With 1-0 up, I'm still scared with Tosin. Well done. Great defending. Well done, Hato. Good game from Hato, man. Very, very good game from Hato. Very good game. Gusto still in midfield. Seems like he's a midfielder from now on. Craig Bellamy. Out of goalkeeper goes long. Good press. Very good press from Chelsea. Very, very good press from Chelsea. Badiashil to Jurgensen. Well done, Pedro Neto. Yeah, Andre Santos right. The pass should have gone to Andre Santos. Achapong. Come on, Tosin, get in there, Tosin. Tosin, don't let your man go. Don't let your man go, Tosin. This is where I'm scared. This is where I'm scared. Nice work, Hato. Well done, Hato, man. Well done, Hato. Again, well done, Hato. Well done, Hato. So far, I think I'd even give man of the match to Hato, man. Cardiff now with the ball. One goal was a bit scary, man. Come on, Chelsea. Defend. No! Out. Balls out. Need a second goal. 100% Ashraf. Tossing off over Facundo is mad, not going to lie. Keep going, Malo Gusto. Garnacho. Back to Gusto. Damon, how have we been first half? Poor, disgusting, disgraceful, very, very bad. Second half, a bit better. Good ball. Good ball. Yeah, Malo Gusto, look at this play. Oh, Malo Gusto. Oh, almost own goal. Man, Malo Gusto. Wow. Look at the interplay. Malo Gusto's turned himself into a number 10, man. Very good combination play. Malo Gusto's turned himself into a number 10. Look at this guy. Oh. Gusto hungry for goals these days. He's transformed. Malo Gusto has transformed. That was very good play with many players. Gusto, Santos, some lovely play. Garnacho. Lovely. Seed. Oh, man. Corner. Corner coming up for Chelsea. Gusto got the taste for goals and wants more. I don't mind. I don't mind, man. Oh, nice play. Oh, we're all over them now. We're all over them. Courtney, how is Hato Ashes back on today, by the way? Oh, yeah. Hato's actually been very good. I'd even say close to man of the match, Hato, for me. Close to man of the match, Hato. First half was a stinker from everyone besides Hato. Hato was actually probably one of the brightest spots in the first half. And in the second half, he continued his good work. But we do need that second goal. We do. Ash is back on today, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Pedro Neto about to take this corner. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Pedro Neto about to take this corner. Been defended that time. Pedro Neto. Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto. Good ball over the top. Bit too much, bit too much. Bit too much. Regio Park. Where is the Man United trolls? Remind them Grimsby 2, United 1. You got bounced in August to shut it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why Man United fans they want to talk so much. They really don't have much to talk, like much to say. They should keep quiet. Proper just keep quiet. Cardiff with the ball, Cardiff. Cross coming in. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. Surely that's offside. Surely that's offside. Surely that's offside. Oh, there's no VAR. Oh, there's no VAR. Oh my God, there's no VAR. Surely that's offside. There's no VAR. There's no VAR. That's offside. That's offside. But there's no VAR. 100% that's offside. 100% that's offside. That's offside. That's offside. I need to see that again. Did Tosin just put him onside? Well, that sucks, man. That sucks, man. That's too easy, man. That's too easy. That's too easy. We should have scored a second one, man. We should have scored a second one already. We should have scored a second one already. We should have scored a second one already. Here they come again. Here they come again. Here they come again. Rachel Park, thank you so much for the super chat. That was Tosin, man. Watch Tosin watching him. Every time this man plays, there is banter that he's supposed to be a senior CB leader. I need to see it again. I do need to see it again. No extra time in League Cup, straight to penalties. We're going to score. We have to score. We have to. We have to score. We have to score. Ashraf saying that was on Gusto. Bottom line, we should be defending far better than that, man. We should be defending far, far better than that. Good steal. Oh my God. That's good press. Beautiful pressing from us. Oh, man. The goalkeeper's doing too much. The goalkeeper's doing way too much there. The goalkeeper's doing way too much. Come on, Chelsea, man. Let's just get the winner and let's move on here. Let's get the goal and let's move on. That was a disgusting goal, man. Disgusting goal. Disgusting goal. Come on, Chelsea. We should have already scored 2 this half, man. Garnacho missed a really, really good one. We had other half chances as well. We should be 2. We should have been 2 up anyway. Is Cardiff's kit looks like Ipswich one last year. That's true, you know. Mike, Miz, did João Pedro bring anything to the second half? No, he didn't. He didn't. Come on, Chelsea, come on. Oh! What's going on here again? All of a sudden, they're on top. What's going on? Why are they on top all of a sudden? Ashraf, Miz, would you bring Sanchez in the 90th minute? I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Come on, Garnacho. Hato. Caicedo. Lovely ball. Neto. Well done, Pedro Neto. Well done, Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto scoring a lot of goals lately. big up, man. All the people that want to talk down on Pedro Neto. Yeah, where are the haters? Where are the Neto haters? Where are the Pedro Neto haters? Now look at Neto. Honestly, well done, Pedro Neto. Lovely. The celebration is funny. Look, Pedro Neto, you can celebrate when we are leading. Yeah, I don't mind that. Well done to Pedro Neto. Excellent stuff. Who got that assist, by the way? Who got that assist? Who got that assist? Can someone tell me? What kind of defending is that, man? What kind of defending is that? Santos assist. Santos assist. Well done to Andre Santos as well. Well done. Was that Andre Santos? Some people saying JP assist. No, I think it was Andre Santos, I think it might have been Andre Santos. Chalobah coming in. Josh for Chalobah. Why not tossing? Maresca loves tossing. Maresca loves tossing. That's a beautiful goal from Pedro Neto, man. Beautiful goal. Yeah, good hold up from Ja Pedro. Final ball from Santos. Yes, yes. I remember it was Ja Pedro with the hold up. I just couldn't remember the assist. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well done, Hato. Well done. Good stuff, Tosin. Augusto, stay there. Jurgensen goes long. Lovely stuff from João Pedro again. Nice, nice, nice. Adishil. Hato, lovely. Back to Hato. Excellent work, Hato. Excellent work. Well done, Hato. Jurgensen goes long. Good press from Malagusto. Good stuff. Good defending, Badia. Well done, Caicedo. Always winning the duels, Caicedo. Good pass. That's it. Beautiful. Keep going, Pedro Neto. Keep going, Sunshine. Come on, man. Garnacho, Garnacho, Garnacho. Oh, man. Ja Pedro just struggling to get a shot away. Well done, well done, well done. Because you've been consistent concerning Neto starting to agree. Well, I've always liked Neto. Always liked Neto. I didn't understand the criticism on Neto, man. Like, I really didn't understand the criticism. I've always said, is he incapable of score? Does he need to score more? Of course he does. Is he incapable? No, he's not. He's got the quality to score. But let's not disregard the work rate Neto puts. Neto's a workhorse. And now the goals are coming as well on a regular. Good job, Chalaba. Oh, well done. Caicedo again. Finish this off, man. Normal time, let's finish it off. No one needs to see penalties. Just finish this off nice and beautifully. Good job. Yes. Well done, Malo Gusto. Andre Santos, Caicedo. Now, Caicedo, that's lazy. That's lazy, Caicedo. Nice. Good pressure. Good pressure. Good pressure. JP needs to learn to shoot with very little backlift. You're right. You're right. Just a snapshot. Snapshot. Jose said it, man. Neto is one of the best wingers in the league. This game should have been done in first half. All this is unnecessary. Yeah, look, that's why I said too many changes, right? Too many players being rotated in the starting lineup. Had we rotated just about enough, but kept the likes of Garnacho, João Pedro, at least those two, then it would have been fine. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, defend, defend, defend. Defend. Good defending, good defending. Now he got the ball, got the ball, got the ball. 100% got the ball. That's a foul, that's a foul, that's a foul. That's a foul on João Pedro. Come on, Chelsea. Let's go, Chelsea. Well done, nice, lovely. Yes, yes, João Pedro. Oh my days, Pedro, that should have been a goal, bro. Oh, that should have been a goal. Oh, that needed to be a goal, Ja Pedro, bro. That had to be a goal. That had to be a goal, Ja Pedro. Come on, man. That needed to be a goal, Ja Pedro. Nice defending, toss in. Ja Pedro, ball over the top. Garnacho's through. Garnacho's through. Garnacho. 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 Well done to Garnacho, man. Well done, man. Come on in the second half and absolutely took the game head on. On fire, Garnacho, man. Could have had a hat trick. Could have scored another one. A big up to Garnacho. Ja Pedro with the assist as well. Lovely work from Ja Pedro. Should have got himself a goal as well, Ja Pedro. Excellent from Garnacho. 3-1. Did I say yeah? 3-1. I said 3-1, right? I said 3-1. Ashraf saying, hold that, kittens. Look, I think it's now dusted. I think Garnacho needs to be the number one on that left side. Gittens, I'm sorry, man. Freedom, thank you so much. Maresca constantly makes the same mistakes. Why? Look, today his only mistake was, I'd say, that too many changes in the starting lineup. In the second half, he corrected. So at least he corrected himself. So I can't blame Enzo Maresca completely. Enzo Maresca corrected himself in the second half, brought on Garnacho. Like I said in the first at halftime, bring on Ja Pedro, bring on Garnacho, and I said bring on. Came on later on. But the surprise package straight after the second half was also Buonanotte. Buonanotte's performance in the second half was very, very good. Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. Well done, Jurgensen. I think overall Jurgensen's done pretty good as well, I have to say. I think overall, get up, bro. Chelsea defender, please get up. Please, whoever it is, get up. That was Buddy Shield. Garnacho on the double. Well done to the Ghana. Much better second half. Look, I mean, there's been spells where Cardiff were on top as well, but it was a lot better second half from us. A lot better intensity, energy wise. Look, I don't care. League One, Championship, Premier League, win. Let's move on. Got to win against Everton. Got to win against Cardiff. Let's look at Newcastle. I'm confident generally against bigger teams. We tend to do better. So I'm confident against Newcastle. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But it's not the same Newcastle as well. Full time. Well done. Full time. But Gino, get lost, bro. Gino, get lost, bro. Get lost, Gino. 3-0. 3-1 to Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimately ended up being a nice victory. I have to say, we didn't start off well at all in the first half. I thought too many changes to start things off with, but we did very, very well in the second half. Bonanotte needs to get some praise. Let's put up who do you guys think is the man of the match? Hato for me had a really good game as well. Obviously Garnacho, huge, but Pedro Neto's goal as well was massive. Neto's goal. So I'd say who's your man of the match? Let's have a quick. So we've got Hato, we've got Garnacho. I think Bonanotte could be a bit of a shout as well, especially in the second half. And Pedro Neto, of course. Pedro Neto. Yeah, I think these are some good options. Let's have a look. For me, Hato played a really good game. I think Jorgensen as well had a nice game as well. Buddy, Shul and Tossen, look, there were some mistakes in there. Buddy Shul as well, there were some mistakes here and there. Achapong, I think, had a stinker. Who was culpable for the goal? Maybe it was Gusto. I don't know. I need to see that again. Caicedo, I thought, was strong in midfield. Andre Santos. Santos actually should have been another option, by the way. I should have put Santos there. That should have been another option. Santos himself got himself an assist. I thought João Pedro coming on in the second half wasn't initially good, but then later on should have scored a goal, got himself an assist. Pedro Neto was very good. Garnacho was definitely, I think the man of the match. There's no doubt about that. Could have scored a hat-trick. Garnacho did very, very well. Now we'll see who we get in the next round. We move into the semi-finals where it's 2 legs. Semi-finals over 2 legs. So we'll see. Bro, you forgot to put Tossen on the poll. Get lost. Garnacho, I think, straight up. Need to see Santos more in midfield. I thought Santos was very good. Not really that great in the first half, maybe, but not bad either. In the second half, definitely very good. In the second half, everyone was a lot better. The intensity got a lot more. So I really did appreciate that a lot. Looks like Garnacho is going to be a landslide, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly after 100 votes in. Smash up the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely annihilate the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. I've got work starting soon, so I've got to leave now. And I've got to make the review. So do look at the review. That's going to drop within the next maybe 20 minutes. And we shall see you for All You Can Eat Chelsea episode tomorrow, UK 10 a.m. Do look out for that. Lots to talk about in relation to Enzo Maresca and his comments recently, and obviously this match. We'll talk about all of that in detail. So All You Can Eat Chelsea, 10 a.m. UK Wednesday. Do look out for that. Look out for the review that's going to drop within the next few minutes. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for all the support. Garnacho, it's a landslide. So there's no need to do that anymore. The man of the match, I think it's quite straightforward. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya. Bye.